Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, we don't want that chat on now. Hey. And welcome. We coming into you tonight a little late cap recap because we just decided to jump on. We didn't, it's like really wasn't playing because we know that the streets are hot and buzzing with the new episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So me and two of my favorite people decided we was gonna jump on. We know everybody's going live right now and it is buzzing, but we don't care because we want to talk about it because we have little stuff that we want to say, get it out there, and so we can get started into the new season. Is it a new season, guys? Oh, they just picked up where they left off.
I think they picked up where they left off, right, Nicole?
Yeah, they picked up where they left off, but it is technically a new season. You know, they have those
They call it
spring
mid.
breaks.
Like it's their mid season.
Okay, so
They came up with this stuff,
they just cut it off and then they bring it back.
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. Well, so that's what we're doing. So tonight was basically what you would call a get your marriage right.
Oh, I called it boring, but okay, it sounds great.
Okay, so before we get started, let's go ahead and talk about who we are. I am Miss Monica, aka Girl What's the Tea, and welcome to my channel, Girl What's the Tea. Okay, and then I have Miss Beautiful E Nicole sitting over here to my right. All right, and then I have the beautiful Mr. Costa sitting down here.
Oh wait, can I say something?
Yes, you can.
You saying beautiful, beautiful. You all know how gems are beautiful and precious.
Yeah.
So literally tonight, they're sitting here with gems because you got Jacasta, E. Nicole, and Monica. Jay,
Period.
gems, baby. Gems. And we're gonna be dropping them gems.
Yes, I love it.
And we do so well. Okay. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We the BBB of the bloggers. Y'all know what that means?
What a minute.
Some with black.
No,
Oh,
no. We are the bossy, beautiful bloggers. Baby.
Okay, then.
She
I
said,
like it.
I was finna say big booty. I was like, I don't have no big booty. So she can't be saying,
I'm big over
That's who we are. Okay? So get that going. So let's get into the show. Now, since we do have our own personal counselor in the BBB group, okay, Bossy Beautiful Bloggers, we have our own personal counselor. So, with that being said, you get some real tea about this real life on the reality real life shows. Everybody that has watched me and Jacosta in the past know that we like to bring reality to real life. Okay. So we're going to talk about the show was very serious for people that are married, have been married, have had failed marriages, or that are in new marriages, or trying to keep their marriages together, people that may be thinking about being married. This show was definitely for you. Now, since we have a personal certified therapist in our crew, we're gonna let her start off and tell us what do you think about the show tonight. Mr. Costa, that's who she is. Mhm.
I was like, who is this? Is this person coming in from the right or left?
Oh my God.
Listen, I loved I loved everything about dude. Dr. Francis, yeah, over the seasons, I've been like, but I liked him on this evening, you guys. I don't know about y'all, but I was feeling the tide together. I was feeling the playing games. I was feeling everything. So before I even started going to school for counseling, I was a spiritual life coach. So these things that he'd have these couples doing, I did with my couples. Like literally, that's, life coaching, you're not providing advice. You're just coaching people to get to a better life. And I did married couples and I loved it. So I literally was like, oh, he has but let's just be honest. Let's cut the crap. If you're not going to participate accurately or get in where you fit in and speak your truths, then it's going to go left. Don't you guys agree? Because if you're not going to get into it and say what you should or receive what is given and all of that, and are we going to go ahead and jump to the top?
Let's go ahead.
Because with Kimmy and Maurice, I'm like, oh, good, they're on time. They really trying to figure out what's going on in our marriage. We want to make it a little better. So then I see Forgettables. And so they came in and I'm looking at the Forgettables like, what's going on? So then when the forgettable woman says, I got a work call. I have to take it. My husband and I, we have already discussed this. And we have already discussed this, right? So she gets up. But my thing is, shouldn't you just been late like Tisha and Marceau? Shouldn't you just have been late? Dude,
She's
what's
always
late?
extra, though. She's always extra to me.
I don't remember her name. See, that's why I ain't say her name. I just said forgettable.
Tiffany.
Her husband. Oh, okay. She probably still gonna be forgettable. But until we get to the end, and I then it got to stick. But what was she giving to y'all?
It gave avoidance, just like he said.
Okay.
And this is the thing. When you go into a counseling or something and they're letting you know this is counseling, they're going to pick it apart. They're going to see it. We get with certain people, when we have certain gifts, we can see it. There's no pretending. So either you're ready or you're not ready.
It was giving you not ready.
It was giving me that how you expect for this man to want to have a baby when he keeps telling you you don't have the time. You're constantly showing him you don't have the time. Okay, you're embarrassing him, and then Dr. Francis is like, I ain't for this shits here. Where you going? You dismissing everything. And then
I did tell y'all I do know people who know them.
Yeah, you did tell me that from the last
Me
time.
too.
Yeah. Miss E. Nicole got some insecure. She know everything. I don't know them people. I need to.
But here's the thing, though. Tonight was the first time I ever saw Lewis in another light, because I've always looked at him like, I don't know. Actually looking at it and paying attention to his actions this time, I began to see how he goes against what he really wants to do to stay in that marriage, or not show it on TV that they're not totally on the same page. I could see the wheels turning in his head.
But look, okay, so correct me, ma'am. I don't want to say that I know what I'm talking about. I want you guys to correct me. Did she not ask him to marry her at the football, basketball, baseball field or something?
Yeah.
She proposed. Okay, so that's already wrong. That already don't make sense to me. So she pushed him into marrying her.
Well, let's not say you can't push anybody into anything you don't want to do. He's a grown man. And what he probably didn't want to do is hurt her feelings, but you can hurt her feelings later. You could have said yes, because it was, she had everybody there, but then you could have said that's not what I want to do. Like I legit think she should have said, he should have been like, yeah, and then pulled her to the side. I don't know what y'all think, but that's how He should have, hey, yeah, and then
Mm.
put him to the side and be like, girl, look, I have intentions on dating you a little bit more to get to know you,
Mhm.
because they had only known each other. What was it, 9 months or something?
They were
Well, I'm
not
not
there.
saying something's wrong with that. I'm not saying something's wrong with that. But what I'm saying is what you just said, that yeah, she couldn't have pushed him, but she did initiate it. So maybe what I'm saying is what Miss E. Nicole just said was, it seems like he doesn't want to say no to her. Like he's just like, oh, I'm always going along with it. And so that started, I mean, I wonder, with
Mhm.
her asking him to marry, was he always put in that position with her?
I
I
feel
think
he
he
was put in
said
that
no
position even
behind,
before that. Go
but I
ahead.
think, y'all, I think he say no behind closed doors. I think
That too.
he
That too.
seemed old school, where somebody taught him that you don't disagree in front of company. Wait, hold
That
on, I
too.
said it wrong. Company. So he can't disagree in front of company. So, oh, and we're on national TV. We gotta show a united front in specific things. So that's what I think they're doing. Like, I don't know what y'all think, but
I agree with that. And I think on top of that, like in their talking to phase, because it really wasn't dating because it was very fast paced. So I feel like in their talking to stage, she probably let him know some of the things that she went through as far as those losses that Dr. Francis was talking about. And he don't want to add on to her hurt that she's dealt with in her life. But you got to be honest with people, or you're just going to hurt them more.
or who wants another failed marriage?
Right.
So I think them coming to this retreat, unless they open all the way up, and they may not, because it's cameras. And that's the thing
Right.
about this. You may need it, but can't really be receptive to it because there's still cameras around. So if there are sessions that actually go on and take place, they probably share more than what they would when it's like, we're
Right.
filming. And when Dr. Francis pointed out the not committed, and she was like, I'm 100% committed to my work, 100% committed to my marriage. I mean, and Kim was like, you can't be 100% committed to both things. And I got what she was saying. What she's saying is, when she go to work, she just think about work. When she come home, she has to think about home. But that's not true, because you came on this. What Dr. Francis was trying to get her to see,
Exactly.
that's not true, because you came on this retreat and you could not let go of work.
And when she's at home, she can't either. I mean, this is not the first season. So we've seen her multiple scenes at home just returning a few emails. So it's like, what you want, you have to be willing to give. And I like Tiffany. And like I said, I do know some people who know her, so I'm not going to go too deep. But I have to tell the truth, though. And the truth is that you cannot move on until you've gotten past what you've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Absolutely.
know what she done been through.
It's giving broken. It's
No,
You
giving
said we
broken.
don't know?
I don't know.
Yes, we do. Okay, well, we know. And one thing we know is that she told us about her first marriage, what she
Mhm.
did to that man, how she treated that man, how she exited it. What
Mhm.
goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. The streets and the Bible can't both be lying.
Yep, that's true. That's true. That's true.
So
That's
even if you're forgiven for something, you have to face consequences for your actions.
mm-hmm. You do. All right. So let's move on. That's who we're talking about next. Let's talk about Kimmy and
Maurice.
yes. Let's talk about Kimmy and Maurice. Okay, so my thinking of the first thing I said was, okay, they're not together, not because they're not emotionally grounded, they are new, right? So what he said really touched home with me. You know why? Because he said that when we were trying to go the way that you wanted to go, we got stuck when you were leading. When I started to lead, we were good. But then When you took over again, we got stuck. Okay. Oh, somebody who's
Did Kimmy say that? I thought that was what Marcel said.
that's what he said, right?
Yeah, you said we was talking about Kimmy and Maurice though.
We're talking about no.
No, that's what Maurice said.
That's what
That's what
Maurice said.
Maurice said.
Yeah, he
Maurice said that to
said
her. He said that to her. And she's so much of an alpha woman. Like, I love Kimmy. Kimmy's like my fan favorite, always gonna be.
Yeah.
She's so much of an alpha woman, is that's just hard for her not to take lead. And I understood what he meant when he was like, you gotta let me lead you. Let me
But
lead you.
I also get what she's saying though, because Maurice overpowers her. And she said, when you hold me too close, it doesn't work.
I don't know if he's trying to overpower her. I don't know if it's more him trying to let her know I got you than him overpowering her, because he doesn't come across as an overpowering guy. He comes across as
Subtly does it. She's been saying this for multiple seasons now.
Okay, let's ask the therapist. Let's ask the therapist to break the tie. What did you think, therapist?
You're so silly.
What is your outcome on this?
Let's first make this clear, because I don't want anybody watching who can give me my licensure. You know, I have several hundred hours to go, so I am interning. Let's make that clear. Now, am I a counselor at the school? I sure am. But am I still associate with my LPC? Yes. So let's make that clear, because I don't need nobody on no board watching this talking about some.
Yes, no. This is for entertainment purposes only, people. Entertainment purposes only.
But you know, people be trying to make it clear. Well, she a counselor in a school. But anyway, so after that commercial, listen, y'all. First of all, what we need to pull back and give Marceau, even though I never do, give Marceau his props in the situation of him and Tisha. They did do a good job, but that's because in Kimmy's defense of them not doing a good job, Tisha always do what Marceau wants her to do. So they were gonna be walking together. Does that make sense to everybody? They were walking together. So when Marceau was like, they came in first, and Kimmy and Maurice like, dang, they feel like they couldn't even get it together right. And then Maurice pointed all of that out. But also recall that Dr. Francis came back and tried to explain to them what was happening. In your marriage, the man is not always going to be able to lead. There are some things that a woman is going to have to take the lead on. There are some things that the man will have to take the lead on. There are some things that the couple as a whole will be leaders at the same daggone time. I should have paused and let Monica say the word. At the same
damn
time. And so you got to be open and honest with yourself that Kimmy might lead the finances because you might spend too much money, right? That's leadership. You might lead in communicating out what needs to happen in the business because she can't. That's leadership. You might lead in the bedroom because she like to play a little
damn. We know she lead in the bedroom.
Hey, I'm just trying to get a boy a little help, honey. So you gotta think it's just not going to always, because he's like, when I lead and I no, the man even said the rope is the tension. Y'all had tension because y'all couldn't communicate. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I need she would have let you lead. It has to do with your lack of communication with one another. If you communicate better with each other as a married couple, all things go well. Everybody think that I got to be a leader, or I got to be the leader of this. If you communicate out who's doing what, you ain't got these problems. But I get it. You want her to bow down the way Tisha do.
Exactly what I said.
Don't do it
And they've been talking about this for multiple seasons.
So let
Every
me ask
time
you
they
something.
into it with each other, that is what Kimmy expresses to Maurice.
So let me ask you something, E. So you think that he wants her to be like Tisha?
I don't necessarily think that he wants her to be like Tisha, but what he, I feel like he has this ongoing battle in his own mind because Kimmy is older than him.
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy is a I don't take no shit type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
Maurice, to me, this is my opinion, is more so used to women that go along with what he wants and when he says and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he loves Kimmy. So he has to figure out what Miss Jocasta just said, which is communication, which is Kimmy's thing. She will probably be willing to do more things that he would like if he would communicate it correctly, but he don't know how at this point. And that is what they've been arguing about for multiple seasons.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They'll continue to, E. They'll
Mm-hmm.
continue. It's going to
Yeah.
continue to happen because what they haven't realized is they're not communicating well.
Yeah.
And she remember, I don't know if y'all remember, they were sitting in the bedroom one, I don't know what season this was. And she said, well, see, if you would have communicated that with me, I would know.
Every
Yes,
season.
she did. Yeah.
Every season.
Yep. She's always saying that to him.
Every
Yep.
season.
When it comes down to the kid and the kid's mom, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He leaves out. Like she got stuck with. Remember when Tiffany first came on the show and she was like, "Oh, Monster was vaping in the bathroom." The
Yeah,
the
when it
lady
comes
didn't
down
even
to
know. I
everything.
felt so bad for her. Like I would have been so embarrassed. Like, how you? We're a whole family. You didn't
You
tell me.
living in the same house and you have no clue. That's
You have
embarrassing.
no clue. That's
Yes.
embarrassing. I was embarrassed for her when he did that. It's just like,
Yeah.
let's address this. Like, it's not the point.
And
that-
it's not, it wasn't just that, it's everything. When it comes down to the house that they're building, when it comes down to if she's going to continue nursing or not, when it comes to is she going to take over the realty aspect, like he has these ideas in his head, and since he feels like it will work, he like, oh well, she just gonna go along with it because we
She's
go with
gonna
the
go
flow
along
and things like that. But no, sir, we need to talk about this thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like that's just how they are, the men in their family.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it. Seems like they have so many men in their family. They are just like, I can see them just telling their mom, "No, mom, you're not going to do that. You're going to live over here. You're going to go over here. You're going to do this." You know, I could just see them being that type of man in their family. Yeah. So that's just why they expect for their wives to be. All right. So let's move on to our favorite couple.
Who's favorite couple?
What was that? Who?
They say your favorite couple.
Who's favorite?
Tisha and what's the boy? I get them mixed up. Marcel, but
And they your
Maurice.
favorite. Now, what does that say?
What?
Maurice.
Girl, you
You gotta speak for yourself on this
Tisha
channel.
and Marcel.
Tisha
and Marcel.
Hold on. Cover your face, because I don't know. I know we don't all have to agree, but Monica.
What?
Monica.
Yes.
They not my favorite couple.
No, ma'am.
Mine either. But I'm just saying, they are the fan faves. Okay, so
When?
okay,
When was that announced?
okay.
That is not the truth. Oh, Tisha announced that. I don't blame Tisha. I put that out there too. Tisha put that out.
So
I never seen that
now
post.
listen, they when they came onto the show, somebody close to them passed away, so it was kind of emotional for them. So Dr. Francis gave them a break. All right, now this is what I'm trying to understand right here. This is what I want to understand right here is why did she not never tell this man what's going on? She's so scared of him. He got to find out on his way to the place that he going to meet with Dr. Francis.
What?
She didn't tell him that they was going to meet with Dr. Francis.
Oh, well, we know why. We all know why.
Yeah, no, because this is how they always lie, and I just hate that type of stuff. So she said it to him.
Mm-hmm.
She said we going to a couples retreat because remember what he said? He said, I thought we were going on a couples retreat, not couples counseling. I'm like, fool, what the heck you think it is?
You
A
know what it is.
you know what a couples retreat is. They're always going to have you involved in group activities. They rarely do individual activities, or if they do, it's still like group setting, all the men, all the women.
Mm-hmm.
No, baby girl, don't believe that right there, Monica.
And let's just stop playing this game. This is the reality TV equation. You are going on a girls' trip if it's all girls, and you're going on a couples retreat if it's couples. Now let's just stop playing the game.
Okay, so he said that he knew they was going on a couples retreat, but he did not know Dr. Francis was coming there.
Girl,
That's a lie.
The man said,
girl,
That's a lie. She
Monica.
told him that.
okay, all right, well,
That man is put. Here's the thing. That man is stopped up for all of us. Like literally, he sometimes he just says the craziest things. And that's probably how he keeps his good old side chick, whoever that lady is. Um,
mm-hmm.
and how she signed that cease and desist. Listen, this is all alleged, but I'm sticking with it because he's not truthful. And then if you watched her on her live tonight, when they asked her about the marriage, whatever, and she said, I'm sticking up, ain't nobody got no receipts. I'm gonna stick by my husband until you show me some receipts. Because she knows too that whoever he messed with, they got that chick to sign the NDA, and it's all good. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I believe that. It's alleged.
Yeah, of course, of
It's
course.
allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
because he gives off like Tisha gonna roll with what I want Tisha to roll with. Now,
She
mind you,
is.
I think Tisha can get down with the get down. I think she plays to the cameras the right way. But I also think her husband, hey Marcel, I think you do a lot.
Well, this is what my conclusion of this, because I was having this discussion with a gentleman friend of mine earlier. And I say at the beginning of the show, see, Tisha done grew some balls since they've been on the show. At the beginning of the show, she was all timid. Now, she's a smart young lady, and she was putting up with a lot of Marcel stuff. But now, since she's been on the show, she done got her some clout. She done got her little new look. She's all fly. She changing her hair. She putting on the little tight dresses. Now, she ain't so much afraid of if she found out that she had to leave him versus when she first started. She got a little bit more courage because see, the social media is like a drug. You get addicted. So these people in these fans and these comments and gave her some extra boost of courage, like liquid courage. So now she's feeling like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come with it. So, but she's still getting her mama to fight her battles. She's getting her family to fight her battles. I'm thinking they're trying to get a spinoff show or something because her family is a lot on the show these days.
I told you that.
Yeah, they really doing extra. So right now she just go, she goating it. She getting it. She getting what it is. She getting her fame. And I'm on there. She's still trying to be Melanie. That's not gonna happen. You can stop that. You can
I
stop
don't
that.
think she's trying to be Melanie.
Oh yeah, she wanted to. She
I
not
think
want to be
her spot.
for her spot
I
is what I'm saying.
Like not her, but
Not
she
her.
spot.
Okay, we
She
got
wants
to
her spot.
Rightfully so. They're all like that.
She wants her spot.
When there's a breakout person, and if you feel like you are the Courtney Kardashian of it all, they all
support me.
spot. I
Well,
just
well,
that's the truth.
her husband is obsessed with Melanie. So what it is? I said it. I know you do. You obsessed with it. And I say it, and I'm going to say it every season that I watch it. The first time that I caught that you looked at her a different way, sir, you obsessed with Melanie. And you know it, and Miss Monica know it too. And Melanie know it too. It is what it is, baby. I did. I said it. Whatever.
Listen, y'all, can we talk about how awkward it was the scene when Martell went to pick up his mama and said he went to pick up his mama for the kids' last day of school, but in actuality, it was so that they could discuss whatever Melody had said. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Said about his mom. Like I just felt like they really legit could have just been like sitting at the house, because he's like, yeah, I know you want to be there with him on the last day of school, so I want to come get you.
Girl, I was just like, what is this
Hey,
about?
girl.
I was like, what is this about? I was
But can we talk about how the clips proved everything that Melody said, though?
no, that the
Like
mom
he said,
said.
Melody. No, what Melody responded to, like he was like, we didn't like what Melody said about the mama because she was supposedly talking about Melody mama. Then they showed the clip of her commenting on Melody mama.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, she did say it. I was like, she was talking about her. She talking about the girl. And my
Like,
thing about
all
Maddie
right,
is,
producers.
thank you. Now, this is where I want to go into real life. All right, so this is our real life part when we draw it in. And then I want you ladies to come in on it. When you in a relationship and you went in this long relationship and you got your families and your families are together, right? Your mom, his mom, your parents, and everybody, and y'all are a family. This is a family. And then when you separate, it damages the dynamic of the family. Now, I know my mama gonna like who I like. Okay. If I don't like you no more, she don't like you no more either. And we're gonna be the same when we get with our kids. So don't be mad with each other because you guys are siding with your people. This is her son. That is your mom. Your mom is going to defend you. His mom is going to defend him. Regardless of how much they may have loved you guys together, that's not the dynamic anymore. So y'all can just get up off that. It ain't no reason for her to be mad with his mom. It ain't no reason for his mom and her mom to have no beef because this is something that their kids chose to do, to separate. All right. So yeah, sides are going to be picked. It's going to be, if it's not, I'm be looking at my mama sideways like, what you doing over here with these people? I don't care how much you love this man. I'm your daughter. And that's exactly what it is. I don't even feel like the producers should be involving the parents, period. It ain't got nothing to do with them as a couple. They had to do what they did, but that has nothing to do with their parents. Quit putting the parents and the kids involved. And let me tell you another thing I don't like about this show, about what they're doing. They putting their kids too much in this. This is so damaging to those children. This right here, the way the social media has drug these kids. That's why some things as bloggers that I choose not to touch. But like this last 2 weeks that they've been dragging them in the court systems and things. These kids are old enough. They are going on and watching these things. They can see. They understand. This is damaging. These kids are all going to need counseling.
That's one reason why I respect Letitia, because she don't have her kids on here.
You barely see. You see the back of them half the time, the little side of them. That's because of their husband. Her husband is not finna allow that, and that's one thing I can respect about him for that. This right here is so damaging. The things that they've said about Martell, the stuff that was going on with him and Ari, the little girl over there, and their baby, and all of that. That's just too much. Like you need a like and a subscribe and a rating to damage your family. That's bullshit. Like I'm like, if that's gonna, my child, my children, my family come before anything. So if I feel like something is gonna hunt them and damage them for life, then I'm pulling out of it. I can't do it. It ain't that much money in the world that's gonna make me jeopardize how the outcome of my children are going to be, and something that's going to always be there, because you can't take this stuff off of the internet. You can't do it.
And then that's what I talk about when I talk about these different reality personalities, right? They want so much to have the attention now and have the support or whatever, But in our reality, you would get more of it if you would be honest. Because Martell's problem is that he's hurt because he know he done fucked up. Just say that. Just live in that truth. And people will fall in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want the wrong type of attention and love.
Absolutely.
Because either way, people are with the mess. They like the confusion. You are mess and confusion. But you highlighting the wrong mess and confusion, sir.
Oh, and you know what though? Also, not only keep the children out, but be an adult and learn how not to mention them.
Yes. That too.
Like, this has gotten to the point of distasteful.
Oh,
Like,
it is.
this is very distasteful to me. And then let me tell you another thing. I'm a Melanie fan. I was. I cut for her. I liked her spunk. I like, her drive. I like her as a woman when she first came out and the things that she, stood for. I really appreciate that about her. I think she's a beautiful person. Now, let me tell you something. Hurt people hurt people. And right now, she's going through the different phases. She done went through, she was hurt, she was disappointed, she was angry. Now she's just being spiteful. And some of the things that I see that she's doing, like the way she be on the internet, internet dancing and stuff, sometimes I'll be like, why are you doing that? You got a son. You only got one son at that. Sons, and I'm gonna tell you guys might not know, but when you have boys as women, baby, I'm gonna tell you something. They hold you accountable for a lot of stuff that you don't even know until they get older. You don't even know that your son is looking at
Call
you.
my son in here and let him see your shoulder out. My kids get upset when the shoulder. He'll be like, that lady right there too, Miss Monica got this shoulder and this. Why you have to? I mean, and when they ask me that, why do you have your shoulder? I said, it's a shoulder. What are you? Can't nobody get none out this shoulder. What you? Ain't no man looking at me saying, "Oh, your shoulder show is sexy." I mean,
That's the
yeah,
truth. I know because
boys do it.
boys hold it. I have a whole 21-year-old and an 8-year-old. My 21-year-old, he ain't finna he ain't gonna bite his tongue. And he ain't disrespectful, but he was like, Mama, come on now. Mama.
Well, I wanted a boy really bad. So
And you
maybe
have
I
to
got that,
watch.
'cause my daughter don't play neither.
You have to watch how you handle them. So a lot of stuff that y'all see, and then they always say, if you notice that he's the one that takes it the hardest. He's taking everything the hardest. And when you see him on camera, he's always kind of just sitting back looking. You have to be real careful on, and you guys, Martell, and I know we're kind of like maybe not the biggest bloggers in the world. You might not see us, but you might not. I don't know. But I'm gonna say what I gotta say. You guys need to start looking at yourselves in the camera. And let Miss Monica tell you, if you don't think what you're doing is damaging to your kids, then you guys really need to be talking to Dr. Francis and more people.
Or
And
Georgia Counseling.org.
tell them
I
again.
want to say something about that though.
www. Georgia Counseling.
I want to say something about that though.
Go ahead.
Because he is the one that takes it the hardest. So I was really upset with Martell because Martell did that whole thing about that necklace that he had on, the son.
Yes.
They're going to remember this. They're going to see this. Other kids show them this. Like, they both tripping. Martell and Melody. They tripping.
They tripping. They tripping. And then,
like you said, it is both of them, you guys. And one thing nobody can come and say that I made my children think a specific way about that other person. No. Monica can say that too. She hadn't heard me, but I tell my kids, because here's the thing, them saying these things about their parent, to their kids about the other parent, or the kids overhearing this stuff, if you never open your mouth about your ex-spouse, they will never have anything bad to say. That's another thing they got to watch. But they constantly are on here opening their mouth. And let's be honest, these friends are at the school showing them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
look what your mama said. Or my mama said, this what your mama said the other day.
Yeah.
And
Because the
Mhm.
parents is talking.
all of that. And it doesn't matter whether your kids are at a private school or not, because my
The
kids
private school's
there,
worse.
my kids have been there, done that. So you gotta watch it. You don't, I would never want neither one of my boys to grow up and say, my mom made me feel like this about that person. And literally, if that ever happened, I would be hurt to my core. Y'all just don't understand. I make it my business not to open my mouth in a negative way.
Yeah. You
I just
can't.
don't.
And I
Because
do the
let that
same.
person show who they are to their child.
Yes. I was just about to say that. Because these little kids have their own mind. And if you train a child in the way they should go, they won't depart from it. So I'm doing my job. I don't have to mention that other person because she knows what's right and what's what and who was there and who was not.
I think, and let them find out for themselves.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Oh, and Nicole, you
Find
said
out for
show them up. But also you got to remember it when they part, they'll return. They'll come back to what they've learned. You
Yep.
always got to know that because
Mhm.
when I hit that corner and went on a different street that I wasn't supposed to be on, that my mama had told me I shouldn't be doing, and I went and did all of those things that I wasn't supposed to do, right? I
Mhm.
found my way back to GODJESUS
Period.
all the time.
Mhm.
So, but the way they're doing it is they're trying to lead these kids to a destructive place. You shouldn't. You got to be healthy in this.
You
Show
got
them healthy conflict resolution.
right.
But
And
you
then,
know one thing, I gotta disagree right there. Because I don't even feel like they're trying to lead right now. Their leading is by example, which is in the definitely wrong direction.
That's what I
Because
said.
it don't even
Show them
seem like they
good.
leading.
That's why I was saying show them like a great conflict resolution. Always. You got to
Yeah.
show your kids how, because here's the thing. Look, ladies, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. There is art to arguing. In my whole little year of doing this whole, what is it, 1,200 hours or whatever of interning, I have told couples that, well, she said it, I said it. I said, bring it down. Let's have this conversation. Because guess what? They don't know how to do. You all do not know how to argue. Arguing is not trying to cut that throat and let it pour and hit an artery to where you bleed that person to death. No, because nobody wins in that. So you got to know the art to what? Arguing. And if they do these couples retreats and all of that, then Tisha can have a voice.
I
And
agree.
Melody and Martell need to do some for real soul searching here individually, grieve their divorce and their marriage correctly, then come together, say to a therapist, hey, we want to know how to co-parent. And it'll work.
And not only that, I want to hold some people feet to the fire for a second.
Put them in there.
Miss Marlene and Melody's mother. Y'all are both single to our knowledge right now, which means y'all have been through this before. Y'all should be showing them how a different way to go through it.
That's right.
Not repeat what y'all did.
All right.
That is what boggles me. Is as the mothers, y'all are like being the tag team person when y'all really should be the person massaging the shoulders and giving them another way to do this. Because Melody and Martell are not handling this right. And y'all know y'all been through it because to our knowledge, y'all are not in a relationship right now. Or y'all were single mothers, right? So it seemed like
come on now.
It seemed like y'all would be helping the two to go about this in a better way for your grandchildren. Your kids acting up, get it together for your grandchildren.
And the thing of the matter is that you guys claim to have so much love in that family.
They like to throw that word around though, y'all.
I
And I
love
love
my
her. And
my
I
mama
love his
loved
mother.
him like he was his own child. And mama, okay, so if your mama and his mama, they all was a big old family. It seems like that the mamas would actually let you guys know that what you're doing to the kids is not right. Because my mom
Yeah.
definitely will say, "Hey, you leave them kids out of there. Don't put them in that." Y'all figure that one out. But the
And
kids
then
don't
you
want to
know
do it.
something, your mama don't take me as your mom does not take me as a person who's biased in that case. My mother, listen, you all, and I mean Monica done met mama so, but
Hey,
my
mama.
mother will let you know, me, i.e., her daughter, oh, you're wrong for that.
If you're wrong, that's
So
right.
you need to
Yeah.
you need to
Yeah.
go make that
Mhm.
correction. You know, and then and I'm speaking on times within the marriage where my mom was like,
Yes, they are.
"What
Miss
was you
Marcella.
doing? What were you doing?" And I'm
Mhm.
like, but let me give y'all a good example. I was offered this reality show, right? A few years ago. I was excited because I felt like my family could have something to bring to the table, to the forefront, right? And I literally was like excited. I had made it through to their rounds. Contacts me, they say, the producer feels that if you agree to, you know, certain things when it comes to your mother, your children's father. And I said, well, what are you needing? Well, you know, like if your mama say something, you make sure you got to turn around and be like, I don't know who you talking to. Like you, I said, oh, I slowly just died when you said that because I thought my mama slapped me. Mama, I felt like my mama heard this fool thoughts and thought I said yes and knocked the piss out of me. I'm on the Zoom, like, you know, like, and I said, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. We need you. Oh, so you going through a divorce? We need you to do this, and this, and say this. I said, well, oh, I can't do that. That's my kid's dad. But you gave us the story. Like he ain't been, it doesn't matter what he did to Jocasta. That's their dad. And I said, not only is that their dad, he has other children.
Mhm.
What type of fool would I be? So when I watch Marriage, Love and Marriage Huntsville, I see what they tried to get me to be, get me to do, the things they try to get me to say, y'all. All of this is produced in this manner. This
Mhm.
is what reality TV gives. But
Mhm.
Jocasta wasn't going to give it. And they were just saying, but your personality. I said, take my personality. I promise you, I'll give you a show. I got enough friends and my mama a character all in her own right. You know, when she turned and get me and my sister together like this, y'all, that's golden. So then they said, we don't think we're going to be able to do it. Let it go. Called me again, second time. We don't think, I said, I still can't do it. Call me the third time. My mom said they really want you. You know, I still hadn't told her at that point what they wanted me to say. And then
Probably. She probably would have slapped them.
and then fourth time, because my mama said, you turned it down again. I said, yeah, they're just trying to get me to do other things. Sent me a message. Can we talk, whatever. I said, yeah. Called mama. I was like, look, I know this is what they're trying to, this is what they want. And she said, huh? You know, mama, because my mama, y'all, mama, I died. Like I told you, slowly. I felt, you know, like I felt like I got hit. And you want me to get knocked out? Never.
For some
Now,
viewing. For
y'all,
some
I
ratings.
probably would have. I mean, I wouldn't even probably be sitting right here with y'all right now. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Some
Like
things
I
just
could have sold my soul, you know,
just
for
don't
that
make
little coin.
But
nobody.
they want you to make a choice. It's
Yeah.
so many people that they hit with this choice, and it's either are you going to play ball or you're not going to. They
Yeah.
give you a choice. Dave Chappelle talk about it all the time. They get Bernie Mac. They give you a choice. They have two scripts ready. Either you gonna go with script A or you gonna go with script B, and that determines your check. So are you gonna sell your image or are you gonna be your image?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. I definitely I wouldn't even think about it because Barbara been like, what what you guys say, girl? What? It ain't
What
no
did
snap.
you do?
She would have did this.
Not you clear across the room.
That's what y'all wanted for the TVs, me to get punched the
They
fuck
should have
out of my mama.
And then the ratings would have went up. You seen Monica mama knocked her up. Monica was on the floor.
Oh
but
my
you
god.
just reiterated what I said earlier though. You just reiterated what I said earlier.
But
like
that right there, E, what you were saying earlier about Miss Wonder. That's why they got her acting like she acting.
Well, now
no,
I think she a hot mess on a regular. But I think she probably turns it up 1000% for television.
well,
But
I
I
think
think
we have to give Miss Wanda a second chance because
hello.
What
we have to give Miss Wanda a second chance.
happened?
Something's wrong, E. Nicole.
No, really. Did you guys just see her come on and apologize for her actions?
Well, actions speak louder than
Girl, bye.
Yeah, so we have to give her another chance. We have to.
No, we don't. You gonna give her one. Miss Wonder's a
I am.
hot ass mess.
I'm so proud of you.
We
E.
all a
Nicole.
hot ass mess.
No. Miss Wonder need to
We
go.
all are a hot ass mess.
You need to go get on that little regular truck of hers and sell her some collard greens and cornbread and stay out of folks' business.
Her daughter is her business.
No, ma'am. Her daughter needs to be a woman and woman up on her own way.
She does. Well, her daughter is still her business.
You and Miss Wonder friends or something?
That's a home.
We're not friends.
That's a homegirl.
We're not friends. We're not friends. However, I have seen a different side of her when I seen her interview. It just is what it is.
When you see her interview, you respected her.
Yeah, I saw another side of her, and I want to see what's gonna happen in episodes to come. Now, don't get me wrong, she's a hoot. She is definitely a hoot.
That's right, Nadia, Miss
And
Allen.
I'm staying tuned.
I definitely agree with you on that laugh and the turn face laugh too, because I'm laughing too. Because Miss Wonder is gonna be who Miss Wonder is. Miss Wonder probably changed her attitude when they told her that she was gonna get off that show. Miss Wonder,
everybody plays a character. Let me make sure.
Yes, they do.
Everybody has a position. Like when I went to Big Brother, mine was the woman of God. Like they always got to have one in one.
But that's what I just said.
It's slots and envelopes. Yes.
So hers is ghetto hot mess. And so she's playing her position as ghetto hot mess mother, Mama D Jr. She's just playing her actual position for that, so that her daughter can remain relevant. Because if you remove that, Marceau tries not to give as much. So if you remove that Miss Wanda component, you're not gonna get that much, but that component must stay. But when it gets out of hand, Carlos knows that he can't produce a lot and hard with her anymore. Like he knows whoever her producer is, he knows to tell that producer, you got to reel it in for Miss Monica. I mean, not Monica, I'm sorry, Wanda.
Miss Wanda makes half the show. So I'm not trying to see why they were trying to get her off. She's gonna be who she is. It's a show, it's entertainment. That's what she does. She has a big personality. She has a big personality. She's going to entertain. She is a hot mess, period. But like I said, they picked the right one for it because nobody else's mama.
Hey, Miss Wanda.
Ain't nobody else's mama gonna give that like Miss Wanda giving. They not. That's it. And then another thing, Tisha has to have a bulldog because she can't do it by herself.
Well, she can. That's what I want. Like, I think she can, but she wants to be perceived.
Yeah, she don't want to show that on TV.
She can't. Because, first of all, I wish my sister was on here. She know. Nicole, are you an AKA? Okay. Some want to make sure that their sorors stay intact in a specific way. And Tisha trying to make sure that that happens.
I do know that.
Okay. So this is Monica, we talked about this earlier this year. That's when Tisha is probably like, Mom, I don't like that they said this. So, and her mom like, I got you.
I got you. Yeah, that's why I say she does it. Her mom has to do it for her. That's what I mean.
It's
She
my
has
baby.
to have that. What is she too wrong to talk about?
I think they meant to put kids.
She's
They probably
Yeah, she came up. She was wrong. She came and she apologized for that.
Oh, Miss Wanda talk about the kids. She did apologize.
Yeah, she apologized for that.
kids.
She said that how she said it is not what she meant, but regardless of what she meant, she apologized for what she said and the feelings that it caused. She did take responsibility for it and she apologized.
But
And I'm not God. I ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in.
that's the thing.
So if you apologized and it was sincere.
This the thing. This is my thing again with that. This is off the show that you're saying these things. This is off the show that you're doing these things. You're doing these after the show is over. Okay? Leave the kids out of it, period.
She apologized for that.
I get it. And I accept apologies. And I'm not cold-hearted. Miss Monica loves God and God loves me back. Okay? But the point of the matter is that my mama taught me something the other day that she said to me. She said, you wouldn't have to apologize if you didn't do it in the first place.
But what she said was that's not what she meant. Listen, she didn't mean that. The people take things and run with them all the time. She said she didn't mean that, but regardless of what she meant, what she said was taken wrong, and she took responsibility for that and apologized.
I guess
she would have never said it in the first place. She wouldn't have
had to do it.
But she didn't mean it how the people took it.
About her grandchildren, she would, and you can't do that. You got to be cognitive And here's the thing, like it's not that I don't get what you're saying. I completely understand what you're saying, Nicole. But she is grown. And she has to, as that grown person, think, let me not open my mouth about a kid. Y'all know how much I could say about people's children, but I don't want you talking about.
Hold on, y'all. She was asking it about Melody. She, in her head, the question was about Melody, not the kids, but the question was misconstrued or whatever. So she took responsibility for that because her question was basically aimed at Melody.
Like I said, she clearly said that she did not think. She said a couple of things about them children. She talked about them kids' hair. She talked about Marcel wasn't them baby, that little girl daddy. She did too much. And it's just
something did too much.
You don't do.
But how many times have we did too much?
I know. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm not saying that I'm a saint. What I'm saying is that you're in the public eye. I'm not. So nobody.
You are, lady. You're on YouTube.
Whatever. But you're in the public eye, and after the show is done, you take to Twitter and you take to Instagram and you guys are beefing. This is past the show. This is past Carlos. This is past own network. This is your personal own business. Well, you have your choice. Nobody's making you go onto your Instagram phone and tweet that this little kid hair need combing. Or is Marcel really the baby daddy? What was he doing? Nobody ain't making that old lady do that. So I understand that she apologizing now, which she should have done. But what I'm saying is, don't put yourself in a position to where you have to apologize for things that cannot be erased. Because guess what? You can't go take that off. And so those kids see that.
She's learning. She's learning. She talked
about that. First of all, don't have me go get my mom. Don't have me go get my mom. Because sometimes when you become a certain age and you know better, you do better. She's too old to be learning that type of shit.
But she's never too old to learn a lesson. But she did talk about that. She talked about how it's new to her being on TV and being a public figure. So you're never too old to learn new lessons. I'm not taking away the fact that it was wrong what she said, but She apologized. She's learning. She's going to do better. We'll see if she do better. Now, if
Miss
she don't
Bell,
do better, then hey.
Nicole, do you have that clip where she apologized?
I actually can put the link into all of our streams. I absolutely can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
And I want y'all to watch the whole thing because she talks about numerous things.
well,
I will do that now.
because I want to show that when we go live next Saturday.
Yes.
And we'll bring that clip to you guys.
Shout out to Miss Marcella. Y'all saw her in the chat saying, hey, it was on Miss Marcella Speaks channel.
Miss Marcella, can we use that clip? Thank you, Miss Marcella. Yeah, hey, Miss Marcella, we want to see what she had to say. Regardless of what she had to say, I'm still going to stick to my guns and say,
you know what? That's what I like about you. You're so hilarious.
I'm still going to stick to my guns and say the little old lady needs to stay off of social media. First of all, take her phone, okay? Because after this season, I don't want to hear her on here saying things that she should not be saying.
But listen, even with that too, older people really don't know how social media is really crazy, and social media will remain the GOAT forever.
Yeah,
like she's learning all of these things.
Well, she should not have done it. She needs to listen to when her daughter tells her mom, calm down, lady. She needs to stop. Don't talk about nobody, kids. You know, don't you want to talk about your little grands? Because your little grands are not put in the middle of the spotlight. These people, kids are because of their situation. Don't you continue to add on to the stress that the kids are already enduring. That's all I'm saying. And guess what? She knew better for that. She knew better. And I'm not still going to say what I say. She needs to just sit down. And this lady right here, Miss Bell, agrees with me. She says she is not going to stop with her mouth. And she isn't. A water mouth self lady. Nah. Okay. We're going to just leave Miss Wanda alone now. Miss Wanda, I ain't going to talk about you no more. Because Miss E. Nicole said that your apology was so sincere, I might have to look at it and see. All right.
I mean, maybe it was.
Maybe it was. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's move on to the end of the show because we're almost over our time.
I'm glad E. Nicole let us know that she apologized.
Yeah. All right. So to wrap up the show, we thank you guys for tuning in and engaging with us today. To wrap up the first episode of the coming back of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I was looking at the clips and it seems like it's going to be really interesting. We all do know that they had some drama going on on this filming of this show was a little intense. Some things is going to go down. It just seemed like it was just a hot mess in Huntsville. People were throwing fights and names and words and hands. And we've seen an episode where it shows that, Miss E. Nicole, she done put the well, guess what, y'all? We're just gonna take a pause and look at Miss Wanda's we're gonna see if we can launch the link. See if it'll let us see it. Oh, a minute. Let me see if I can get it. Can you send it to me personally? Then I can just show it on my page. I can screen share it. This is not gonna let me do it here. It ain't gonna let me grab it. But we can look at it. You sent it. Where did you send it to?
I'm sending it everywhere.
I can't stand you. Can you send it to my can you send it to my not to my text, send it to my
I'm
message.
sending it everywhere. To your IG. And now I'm sending it to your email.
Thank you. And okay, guys, so let's just look at Miss E. Nicole want us to see Miss Wanda in action in her apology. Because Miss E. Nicole, she's a preacher child. And so her daddy has taught her to forgive and forget. Miss Monica, I keep telling y'all that guys just be working with me still. Okay.
Because we are what? All hot messes.
Okay, guys, give me a second and I'm going to pause my sound until I get to the part of and I'll be right back. Jacasa got a commercial for y'all. Hold on. She finna give y'all a commercial break.
All right. Are you feeling lonely at night? Are there things getting you down? and you don't know what else to do or who to turn to because you can only turn to your pillow. Get a little girl, what's the T? A little the E Nicole or a little Jocasta. Now, if you're looking for that precious gem that you need in your life, that precious gem being myself, E Nicole or Monica, you know what? Slide in our DMs and just let us know because clearly, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I'm here for it.
Hey, Nicole said she here for us. So I didn't even ask Nicole if she was not single but single. If
I am
you
single.
okay, well, if
Okay.
you like long walks on the beach and you love horseback riding, or you love to just have a good time. No, we don't need to Netflix and chill because we're grown women over here. You know what? Slide
Okay.
to the DMs and let us know at www.slideinto.
Yes. I love we need a real yes. I love it.
.com, okay? .com. Listen,
I
since
really don't want her to play it. I really want the people to go over there and support Miss Marcella, give her her views over there and watch the whole thing because she speaks on a lot of things.
uh-oh. Wait, Monica, we can't hear you.
Okay, so it's long. So you guys go. Oh, it's long. So go over to Miss Marcella's page and watch it. There's the link below. All right, and
tell them I sent you. Tell them E Nicole sent you over there.
Miss Marcella, I don't know why I had never subscribed to your page. I just subscribed to your page. I'm gonna watch it too.
Oh wait, let me go. What is ours again? Where
it's called Marcella Speaks.
Now I'm gonna put it in your Instagram. I'm gonna send it to you, Jocasta.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send you the I'm gonna send you her I'm gonna send you the link straight to the YouTube so you can do it. But so go over to Miss Marcella and watch Miss Wanda's interview. It's a whole interview. So that's awesome because Miss Marcella got Miss Wanda to come and interview with her and spill the tea. So I'm definitely gonna go and watch that. Mr. Costa, I'm sending you the YouTube right now to your Instagram.
Yeah, I was moving quick. I already hit subscribe and everything. Listen, I have to support us queens, and I love my women in general. And I say women because I don't want nobody to be like, golly, she put out the black. She just say black women. Y'all, I love all women. We are doing it. We're doing great. Yes, I was trying to put out that dating app for the gems. If you want a precious gem in your life, if you want a Jocasta and E Nicole or a Monica.
And I think it's so befitting because God work in mysterious ways. Because guess what Miss Marcella followers are called?
What?
Gems.
Girl stuff.
Yes. Look. Ain't that crazy? Look how God works.
No, like the whole time after Monica hit me up telling me, go home, hurry up and go home and watch it. Are you not at home? Are you not at home? And then it just kept saying like, oh, it's gonna be you, Enico. And then like the letters just start going around in my head. EMJ, MEJ. Then I was like, gems, because we are precious. And we want you to go download our app called Gems for a woman that knows what she wants and goes for what she needs. I'm playing, y'all. That's not an app.
I just love how professional we are because we just was like,
look how you doing.
Keep that face together till we get backstage. Like, grow up.
Okay, guys, you are amazing. We had such fun time. So guess what? We are gonna be back here after the show again because it's gonna keep juicy and more juicy and more juicy, more juicy every Saturday. So we're gonna come back again 8:30 East Central, 9:30 Eastern. Back here, girl, what's the tea? Me, E Nicole. Mr. Costa, and
wait, Monica didn't tell y'all that's only if Somebody don't slide in them deals. I'm just kidding. I'm just. These are
Look,
jokes.
you got
These
We
are
no,
jokes.
actually do have a dating show we about to do.
no shit for real. You laughing? She's
No,
serious.
I
Miss
was.
Nicole is about to do a whole dating show.
I'll tell you about it.
She really trying to bring love to the
Look at
YouTube.
Real though.
Real love.
Look at that.
She said that ready to love is ready to show.
Real love.
She
Red
said ready
love is
to
turning left. And I wish my sister was right here because she say just like E. Nicole, we got something for you. It ain't a dating show, but I got something for you. We got something for everybody. Okay,
Please.
so
Gotta
What
stay
we got?
tuned.
What we got?
They gotta stay tuned.
oh no, I was saying I wish my sister was here because my sister and I got a little something going on, cooking on the burner. And
Oh, you
then
guys are gonna be doing
when
something
y'all
too.
pop through, y'all pop through and then pop on over there to E. Nicole.
Ah, everybody got stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and let you guys know what we got going on. This channel right here is Girl What's the Tea. She's gonna be bringing different stuff all the time, figuring it out. Yeah, but she's hot and popping. Okay, and then we got Miss E. Nicole. She's running the streets of the blog world. She got hashtag on everything going on. She got E. Nicole on everything, which is hashtag on everything is the channel, and it has a whole bunch of everything on it. All right, so run over there to her, like and subscribe, and then Mr. Costa below is got her thing going on. Mr. Costa don't have time for all of these extra names. Y'all know who she is. Mr. Costa.
You too much.
Her name is so unique. Like who would change it, right? So she has that going on. So you stay tuned because then we got something we cooking up over here as well. Me and her, and then me and Miss E. Nicole have our thing on rewind, rewatch, and review. All right, with those other people ready to love. Oh, gosh, Bella Collectives. Yeah. We kind of like, on there. But we're still here for it, all the tea and all the stuff. So if you go to our Instagrams, click on our links and our bios, and you can find us all over the place. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. We're loving the space we're here because we are BBB, bossy, beautiful bloggers.
I'm not a blogger though.
She a blogger when she with me, y'all. When she with everybody else, she not a blogger. She whatever she want to be. She's a writer, she's an entertainer, she's an interviewer, she is everything. See, that's what we get, Mr. Cox. When we get these young people to join with us, they just be so uncontrollable. Like they just want to do what they want to do. Yeah. Goodness. Okay, Miss E. Nicole, tell people what you want to tell them before we go.
See you next week.
I'm talking about young people at.
You don't tell those
They
people
know where to find me.
what time you gonna be wherever you're gonna be. Because when they're on my channel, they're not gonna know that when they hit. You know what I'm saying?
Just click on DE Nicole. Just click in DE Nicole. DE Nicole everywhere. Everywhere.
Make sure y'all do that.
And hashtag on everything. Click on that too.
Well, next time, what I'm going to do is when I make the post and it goes to everybody's channel, the description should show up still on your guys' channel. I'm just going to put everything in there. I just didn't have time since we just jumped on tonight. So for the future, all of our links will be added in the description. This is just something that we did really quick because,
Because we love you.
Yeah.
I can show you how to edit it in there.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank you. All right. So anything else, Mr. Casa, you want to say before you go?
Remember, I have a few books. You can go to Barnes and Noble. Is that where you like to shop? Barnes and Nobles. You can go to Books A Million. You can go to Amazon. Go anywhere. But let me say this. I have a publisher, so I did not publish these. So when I'm saying that, y'all, I'm not being shady. That is the honest truth. They actually came to me. I didn't go to them. And I think sometimes people think oh, she just don't want to share. I didn't. Like that's how it happened. The only thing I could do is say, here's their website, see if they're looking for new authors. Does that make sense to you two ladies here?
It absolutely does, because I'm writing a
So
book too.
listen, so I didn't like they legit just came to me and that's how I wrote this book.
That's dope.
So, but yeah, go grab one of those books. Either grab the one for the teens or grab one for yourself or grab one for you or your husband so that you guys can go through some devotions right before bed, or with a cup of Joe. It's all up to you. And I'll come back next week. I'm going to have complete dates of when I'm hosting this charitable event here in Atlanta so you can get your tickets. That's it. Or go to Georgia Counseling as well if you need some therapy.
All right. And there is the link to the book if you guys want to grab it on Amazon.
That's just one of them. But when you put it in, you can get the one
Yeah.
for the kid
This is the one that I love. Everybody.
that you
This
have.
is- Yeah, the one that I have. So I have dropped the link in there for you guys. Her book is awesome. It definitely gets me through my days and my nights, and I love it. And I have an autographed copy. I do.
I'll put that Georgia Counseling up there. Go to Georgia Counseling.
Yep. Georgia Counseling. All right, guys. So it was nice. And we are so excited to have you guys join us. And we're going to be looking for all of you guys next Saturday night, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. It's right after 30 minutes after the show. It gives you time to grab your drink, okay? Whatever the case may be, and unfold. We are the place to be. All right. So this is where you want to come because you already know we're going to give it to you straight. We're going to give it to you nice. Then we're going to break it down really easy. And then we're going to come back with it like, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can take it. Don't take it to heart. Truth is truth. Sometimes it hurt. Sometimes it don't. And we are signing out. Girl, what's the tea? We'll see you later.